I was talking to a friend last week about Christmas shopping and how do we plan Christmas and holidays for our adult children who now have their own children and they have their own lives, they have their own schedules, and it doesn't revolve around us the way that it used to. And it's hard enough, but then when you lose your partner, then it's like, oh, you know, I didn't really it wasn't that difficult not being really closely involved in my children's Christmases and Christmas morning and all that when I had my husband here because we had our own Christmas morning rituals and things that we did and we got up and it's so crazy. If you are pet parents, we're so lame. If you're a pet parent, you know this. I would wrap my little dog, his little terrier. He has this. He loves this blue dog that we call Blue, and I learned that dogs can see the color blue really well. So we got him a bunch of blue toys, and he loved this little dog. And we've bought probably 50 blues, these little blue dog toys. And anyway, we get him one every Christmas. We get him a new one, and I'd wrap it up part way and leave a little bit hanging out. And he would just go nuts unwrapping his blue, and he would just squeak and wag. And of course, you got to tear the tag off. My husband and I, that was the first thing we did every. I know every Christmas morning. It's like, hey, buddy, which he's right here. That's who I'm petting. Every Christmas morning, hey, buddy, look. I think he knows I'm talking about Blue, and that's why he's excited. But look at what Santa brought you. And he would unwrap it, and I would film it. I know, it's so lame. I would film it, and we would just laugh and talk and be so excited because he was excited to get a new Blue. And so that was our first every morning or every Christmas morning. That was the first thing we did was gave him his new Blue to unwrap and have fun. Silly. So now, anyway, I'm not going to go down that path, but we still had our Christmas rituals. We do stockings after we did the blue toy with the dog. We would have stockings for each other and then the presents. And of course, we would stop in between and we would eat maybe and just whatever, talk, watch Christmas shows on TV. We had our own ritual. And even though I almost think we were kind of like an afterthought to our children and our grandchildren. Yeah, they love us, but they had their own thing going on, and that's fine. I understand that. I appreciate that. I was the same way when my kids were little. So that's fine. But so now that he's not here, it's really hard, especially Christmas morning, to look forward to Christmas morning. But like I said when I started, my friend and I, we were talking about gifts and how do you handle that when you're not as important to your kids as far as, the rituals and the traditions and stuff. You don't play such a key role like you did when they were little because it was all on you. But now it isn't. And so what do you do with your adult children? And if you've got this figured out, please let me know. But this is my third Christmas morning. Well, it will be here next month. This will be my third Christmas morning that I will get up and my husband is not here. My dog's still here. My cats are still here. I'm still here. Hallelujah. Jesus is still here. But it's just so hard to work up a lot of excitement and passion and I want to go see the lights and I want to hear the Christmas carolers and I want to go to the church service and all this thing. It's kind of just looking forward to stuff. And shopping is the same way. It is hard to go shopping and get excited about shopping when it's just you going shopping for grandchildren or whatever you're doing. So she and I have discussed this. When do you kind of cut off gifts for your adult children? Now the grandchildren, I'm not going to spend near as much this year as I have in the past because also when you lose someone, most of us, we lose there's a potential to lose at least half of your income, maybe more, you know, if they've had a job, if they have retirement. My husband did not have a pension, so, that was not passed on to me. It was just Social Security, which doesn't kick in until I'm a little bit older. So anyway, so the money's different, whatever. Anyway, so when do you cut those children off and the grandchildren? And do you even try to explain it? Or do you just figure, oh, they have to know. They have to know I don't have the money, or they have to know that I'm just not that thrilled about standing in line at the store or going online. Typically, you go online and you shop and, oh, he'll love that. It's hard for me to get excited about even doing that. It's easier just peel off $20, $50 bills, whatever, and just hand them out. Is that what you do? Do you just peel off money, just give them money and say, here you go get what you want, which you know what they're going to do. They're going to probably go out to eat and put gas in their car. That's probably what they're going to do with your money, especially if you give them $50. That's going to take, probably one take of gas and you're done, which hopefully that's going to get a lot better here after January 20th. But anyway, I digress. So when do you stop? When do you okay, I'm retired, which I'm going to do this next year. This Christmas, I'm still getting a paycheck. By next Christmas, 2025, God willing, I will not have a paycheck anymore. I will be living on investments and Social Security and whatever else, a little teeny tiny pension. So I'm not going to have a paycheck. So when do you cut it off? And do you tell them, okay, kids, I love you just as much as I always have, but my financial situation has changed and I just do not like to go shopping anymore. I don't want to list. I do not want to go online and try to figure out the size of that gift that you sent me, that link. I don't even want to follow that link. I don't want to find that. I don't want to put it in my shopping cart and order it and then come to my house and I wrap it up and then hand it to you when you already know you're getting exactly the link that you sent me. That's what you're going to get. I don't have that in me anymore to do that. I'm not interested in doing that. And maybe I don't have the money to to give you money. I'm not doing Christmas. Do you have that conversation with your kids? They're grown, they're adults, they have to understand, and they really don't need you to buy them a tank of gas anyway. They don't need you to buy them a gift card to Olive Garden. If they want to go to Olive Garden, they'll just go. They don't need that. So, but without the gifts, it's kind of like, here we are sitting here around a big table with food and turkey, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm just wondering how everybody else is going to handle it. Maybe you haven't lost a loved one, your significant other, or you've been doing this thing on your own for decades and you're fine with it. You're not fine with it. I'm sorry. You're used to that. This is just the way you've always done it. So that part doesn't really bother you, but you're just not into it anymore. It's like, it's just too much. Just let me sit in the chair. I'm the senior now. I'm the guest of honor. And that's another thing. When do we get to the point where we get to sit in the chair in the place of honor? We don't have to bring anything. We just get to sit there and the grandkids just come in. Oh, Nana. Oh, I love you so much. Nana, can I bring you a cup of eggnog? And they just dote on us and wait on us hand and foot. And they think everything we say is just hilarious and adorable. When does that happen? I'm still waiting on that because I'm toting the turkey and half the food into the house for everybody to eat for those ungrateful grandkids. I'm still baking the cookies. I'm still washing the dishes while they're all in there watching the Lions beat whatever team they're going to be beating over Christmas weekend. So when do I get the good grandma seat? The grandma seat where everybody waits on you hand and foot. Instead of Because at this stage so far, Grandma, could you bring me this? Well, Nana, they call me Nana. Nana, can you bring me this? Nana, blah, blah, blah. So, when do I get the place of honor? That's my first question. And when do you cut off buying for your kids and your grandkids? Do you even want to? Or maybe you just absolutely love it. I have a sister-in-law that bought for her grandkids, I think it was two Christmases ago, might have been 3 Christmases ago, she bought her grandkids side by sides for Christmas. But all the grandkids, which the brothers and sisters, they had to share. But still, she bought them side by sides. It's like, seriously? I'm whining and I'm complaining about giving every grandkid a $50 bill, and she gave them all side by sides. She made a lot better financial decisions as she entered her retirement years than what I have, apparently. But anyway, when do you cut it off? Do you even want to? Or are you still the ultimate cool grandma who buys your grandkids side by sides? So let me know. I'm really curious. I'm trying to stay excited about this whole Christmas thing. I still don't know what to expect. Don't really know what to do with myself, but we're getting there. So chime in, comment below. Are you the grandma that's turned off the tap of the money and the gifts? Or are you the side-by-side grandma that the kids just go crazy over? Let me know in the comments.